Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Portal Masters, Robert Welkney here from CoinOpTV with another Skylanders Imaginators live stream news update. Today we're going to be talking about the Skylanders Imaginators in-game variants. These are variants that you can buy in stores regularly. You don't have to bootleg them or kill somebody or stab somebody to get them. I shouldn't say those kind of things, but anyway, they're in stores regularly, or some of them are, some of them aren't, as opposed to like the variant chase figures that are like the clear ones. Those are the ones you need to like murder somebody to get. Anyway, forget all this talk about murder. Let's introduce my special guest for today. It is Matt from the Skylanders character list. Matt, how are you doing today? I don't know why I'm on a murder rampage suddenly.
I've been wondering the same thing, so we'll try to make this quick so you can get on with your whatever you're doing.
I think what it was is I just watched the Netflix yesterday. I watched like the Netflix evolution of rap, like little 4-part series. And it's all about like gangster rap and hip hop and all stuff, and I think that's kind of stayed in my system. So if you guys are rap heads, Matt, I don't know if you're a rap head. You got your hoodie on, but check it out.
No, I can't say that I am.
So we are live and interactive. If you guys are watching, let us know in the comments below. Say what's up. We'll give you a shout out. I see Connie, Star Wars Critic, Ron, and Matt, of course, is in chat. Gamer Boy, please behave, or we don't have to give you a timeout. So let's get started. So again, for those just jumping in like a couple minutes late, in-game variants for Skylanders Imaginators. These are the ones that we know about. If you know about some that we don't know about, please share. It's always speculation, right? Matt, what was the confidence level for today? Do you think we know everything we're going to know about the variants, or is there more to come, more secrets?
Pretty sure we know everything at this point. There's been a lot of we'll just say research that's been put into it. It's pretty certain that this list will be the final of what we see.
Okay, so there you go. You can save your money. Ask Santa Claus, put on your Christmas wish list. All right, so let's start with the ones that are already out, the ones that you know about, the ones that came with the launch are the Dark Edition figures. So, Matt, let's start things off. So break us down with the 3 Dark Edition figures. How do you get them, and what's different about them?
So, yeah, we got the three figures, like you said. We got Dark Golden Queen, Dark Kingpin. Those are the 2 that are normally in the starter pack, so they just made dark versions of them. And then they also included Dark Wolfgang. So those 3 can only be found in the Dark Edition starter pack. Here in the US, that is a GameStop exclusive. That's the only place you're going to find this starter pack. It's going to be at GameStop. It's going to have all 3 figures. In past years, these haven't been released separately outside of the Dark Starter Pack. So if you want these figures, unless you're paying crazy prices on eBay, the best way to get them is the Dark Edition Starter Pack.
All right, yes, and I don't have the Dark Edition Starter Pack, so I haven't really seen these in game. Matt, have you seen these in game? Do they look cool?
They're what you would expect from the Dark Edition if you've ever had the Dark Edition before. They're that kind of black and silver theme. Personally, I think some of them look better, some of them look worse. Like I think Wolfgang, I think he probably looks better in the black and silver, but then on the other hand, like Golden Queen doesn't really make sense. Like it's in her name, gold. She should be gold. So yeah, some people like them, some people don't.
Yeah, it is kind of. I'm scratching my head looking at Golden Queen, the Dark Golden Queen. It's kind of a strange one there. So yeah, I'll probably pick those up on discount, or maybe it used to be that the Dark Edition ones were like this rare. Hey, they're expensive. Only one store has them. But then like a year later, it seems like they're in like the clearance rack or something now. So is that something you find in your neck of the woods, at Walmart or well, I guess not Walmart. So this is
yeah, it's a little different this year again. Like the Dark Edition, when we first got it, I believe back in Skylanders Swap Force, it was also a GameStop exclusive back then. But then during Trap Team and Superchargers, they opened it up to everybody. And so it kind of, diluted the system, and it became, there were too many of them, and they did eventually get super discounts then, and you could pick them up for super cheap. But now that we're back at a GameStop exclusive, we've been through a couple of major sales, Black Friday and all of that stuff, and there have been 0 discounts on the Dark Edition. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that it's back being an exclusive, and GameStop knows that. And if you want to get your hands on it, there's only one place you can go to get it.
Yeah, that's GameStop is now holding ransom for the Dark Edition, shall we say. So let us know in chat if you guys picked up the Dark Edition. We got Mr. Trays, Mark Ellis, BK Gamer, a few others jumping in chat. United Skylanders America. What up, what up, what up? All right, let's get to some of the more colorful ones now. Let's talk about, let's see, let me get my graphic up for Jingle Bell Chompy Mage. So it's an interesting one because, you can't really go in the stores and get regular Chompy Mage. So for a lot of people, this might be the only Chompy Mage they get their hands on, right?
Very true, very true. The regular Chompy Mage is still an Amazon exclusive in the Villain 5-pack, if you want to get it that way. But Jingle Bell Chompy Mage is an awesome figure. I'm not always a fan of the Christmas variants, but this one it works so well. Like Jingle Bell Chompy Mage, he was just made to be Santa there. It looks so good. It was a little hard to find at first. It started. It didn't come out exactly when we had anticipated it, but it is out in stores right now. If you're having trouble finding it, I would head over to GameStop. They were the first ones to get it, so it's spread to pretty much all their stores now. It has started leaking into Toys R Us. It's not exclusive to anybody, so it should be everywhere eventually. It's just taking a lot longer than we thought to get there. So I know it has been found at GameStop and Toys R Us. It should be everywhere else soon.
All right, and I have some gameplay for Jingle Bell Chompy Mage. Do you have an unboxing or gameplay up on your channel at all yet for him?
I believe I do have the unboxing up there, yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, some of these figures that are already out, Matt and I have kind of talked about before. So let's move on here with let's go into the legendaries here. How about legendary Pit Boss? What's the story with him?
Legendary Pit Boss. The legendary figures, once again, are Toys R Us exclusive. Both legendary figures are out already. Legendary Tri-Tip, which I'm assuming is next, came out actually in Wave 1 right on launch day, and Legendary Pit Boss just came out in the past couple of weeks, but they should both be readily available as the legendary figures tend to be. They always get a good stock of them. They're always there at Toys R Us. That's the only place you're going to be able to get them, but they should be readily available.
Yeah, and these legendary ones, they redid the color scheme a little bit there for this time around.
Yeah, and I kind of appreciate that. Like, it makes them stand out a little bit more. Some people have said, like, the red and gold, for whatever reason, kind of blends together with the other. Like, they had if they're just looking at the shelf, they had a hard time differentiating Pit Boss from Tri-Tip just looking at them on the shelf. But they do definitely stand out from all of the other figures that are there, and I think that's a good thing, especially with now that we have like undead characters and dark characters that all kind of shared that like dark blue, navy blue color scheme that we were using with legendary figures in past years. So it was nice to have a change, even though if you put all your legendary figures together, now some of them are not going to look the same, but it is nice that they made them stand out in some way now.
Yeah, I appreciate the update to the color this year. I think it looked a little more tasteful. Let's see. Kevin in chat says, love the Dark Edition. Trywingers in chat says hi. Boom Bash is in chat. BK says, Santa will be playing with Jingle Bell Chompy Mage. Yes, Connor's in chat. Xarlena says, I plan on getting the Dark Edition, and Jingle Bell theme works perfectly for Chompy Mage, so they agree with Matt on that. Kevin wants us to talk about candy-coated chopscotch. All right, so we got rid of we got the two legendary ones out of the way. Do we know if there's any more legendary ones coming out? Is that it? We get two legendary figures, Tri-Tip and Pit Boss?
That's all we know about, unless they've been keeping some deep dark secret about a third legendary figure. It's kind of weird because that is a low number for legendary figures. Like, even in the first year back in Spyro's Adventure, we had more legendary figures than this. So I guess that's all they wanted to do this year, or that's all they felt fit the red and gold color scheme, or I don't know what the theory behind it is. But those are the only 2 legendaries we're expecting.
All right, and chat, BK Gamer says, where are the cores this year? I think he means the light core figures. No light cores the last couple of games. Maybe the technology was too expensive to get the light up figures or something. I don't know. That's a thing in the past. All right, let's move on to the candy-coated chopscotch. This is sort of the Halloween variant. Matt and I both have this figure already in our hands. We got some gameplay up, unboxing, all that good stuff. So what do we know about candy-coated chopscotch? Where can you pick her up?
Candy coated chopscotch should be available everywhere. I've seen it most, of course, at like Toys R Us because they just have the most stock right now. But it should be available from all retailers, or at least potential to be available from all retailers, because it is not exclusive to any particular store. It was available on day 1 at most locations, so in some places, if you can't find it, it may be actually because it's sold out already.
Yeah, so keep your eyes on the toy. I guess it sounds like Toys R Us is like the good place to go for the stocking. Matt and I have talked about this before. That they usually stock the most. I have a feeling that because it's Christmas season, Target, Walmart, some of these other places will get a lot. But then after that stock is gone, it always seems like Toys R Us, usually keeps filling their shelves. So what'd you think of candy-coated chopscotch there versus the original coloring?
I liked it. I thought it worked out very well, especially for the theme they were going for. It was not only like it looked like a costume, but it reminded me of I've always said it reminded me of like sprees or something like that. Candy that is actually coated with that sugary bright colors, and I think they did a great job with the coloring of her.
Yeah, she looks great. Of course, for me, the classic was always the Halloween eyebrow with the orange the orange head there.
Yes.
That was a classic. I remember when we got that. We put on the portal power. We're like, what's it going to look like in the game? That wasn't an in-game variant. So again, these are all in-game variants. They change the color in the game there to match up. Those are my favorite kind of variants. Is there any other fun Halloween additions that you sort of remember standing out that were memorable to you?
Shoot. We last year we had the Fiesta. What was his actual name though? Frightful Fiesta.
Yes,
there we go.
That's right. Yeah, he had the Hispanic holiday theme to it there, right?
Yep.
So yes, sorry, Matt and I are both fighting little colds and stuff, so we're on meds and we're a little slow on the trigger today. And I'm looking over at chat to see what you guys are talking about. A lot of you guys are asking about the light cores and like that, so that's interesting to hear the light core chat. Matt, do you miss the light cores? Is that a thing? You use those around the house as flashlights or anything like that?
No. I never really fully understood. The magic part of it was kind of nice. It's still kind of a mystery exactly how that works. I'm not into all the electrical side of things, but they did kind of bring back the technology this year with the crystals, because when you put them on the portal, they do light up, and it's that same technology. There's no battery involved. There's just you put it on the portal and it lights up.
Yeah, that's a good point. I wasn't really thinking about that. So if you miss the light cores, get yourself a whole bunch of crystals. They glow and they pulsate, and they look pretty cool when they're on the portal of power. So, okay, let's move on to another variant here. Let's see, where's my picture? There we go. Steel-plated hood sickle, which probably out of this video we're making today, probably my least favorite. I would put this in the this figure looks ugly category. Matt, what are some of your thoughts on steel-plated hood sickle?
Yeah, that I was really hoping, well, once we had the name before we actually saw a picture of the figure, and I was really, really hoping that they had, I guess, fixed it from last year. We got our first steel-plated figure last year with steel-plated Smash Hit, and yeah, it was ugly. That figure, the render that they send out looks pretty good. but then when you get your hands on the actual figure, that green color is just so it just doesn't work. It doesn't. And I really can't imagine that's what they were going for, because I think I just don't see that working. Like, out of all the designs they've ever put out, that coloring just does not work for me.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you on that. We should also mention this is a Target exclusive, so for some reason Target is getting the ugliest of the variants. Go figure. Whoever's running Target, go make some nice, colorful, cool variants, right?
That's not a Target variant.
Oh, it's not? What am I looking at here? Is it Best Buy? Sorry, Best Buy. I'm looking at this little on my screen. The little sticker is so small. Okay, my bad. Best Buy. Go rewind the live streaming. We rewind the live stream there. Push that rewind button. So yes, the Best Buy. Whoever's running Best Buy, go make some colorful variants there. Get rid of this steel plated. No more of those, right, Matt?
Yeah, I appreciate the name. I think they could have done a lot of cool things with it, but steel plated is not pea green to me. That doesn't work.
Don't say pea green in chat. You're gonna incite a riot or something. Let's see.
In chat saying snot green. Is that better?
Snot green. Yes, I would agree with snot green. Kevin in chat says, I picked up the legendary Pit Boss and Enchanted Elven Forest this week in Canada, but haven't seen other Wave 3 figures. Any insight on that? Oh, Canada, I feel your pain. In Europe, a lot of places outside of the U.S., it always seems like the U.S. gets a lot of things first. What do we know, Matt? I mean, a lot of these things with the release dates, we don't even know officially, but is Canada going to get some Wave 3 figures anytime soon?
Yeah, we don't have... That's the one place I haven't seen, any kind of release dates for. A lot of places over in Europe are supposed to get it this week or next week. Australia is supposed to be this week, but Canada, I just don't know what to tell you. The US, we didn't get an official release date, but we have the figures now. So Canada's the last major country that we usually get some kind of date for, that I just don't have a date for right now.
Yeah, sorry to have insight to share. I guess just tweet at, the Skylanders game on Twitter there, Skylanders, see if they answer you. Okay, so speaking of the official Target variant, that would be Solar Flare Aurora. That was on my mind earlier ago. Now, we were just talking about, snot green, steel-plated hood sickle. Here's the complete opposite. Colorful, beautiful, looking like a really great variant here. What do we know about Solar Flare Aurora?
Solar Flare Aurora, like I said, it is the Target variant. She was released on Black Friday, and most stores got a pretty good stock of her. So last time I was in Target, I think just this past week, actually, my store still had some. So if you're looking for them, they're probably still there. But this is one of those, you never know. Are they going to get a restock? Are they going to just get that one initial shipment and then be done with them? I really can't say. So I like the figure. It looks great. It's the actual figure. It comes out a little bit darker than what we're seeing in the rendering here, and I think that actually looks pretty nice. So if you want it, I would jump on it sooner rather than later. But Target's the place to go.
Hey, let me just jump back. Kevin asked if the Hoodsicle green, if that is in-game variant. We're talking all of the in-game variants. Is that? I just want to double check. Is the steel-plated? Is he in-game variant as well? Is he green in-game?
Well, yeah. So that's the nice part, at least, is he is green in-game, but it's not that color of green. And that's a big part of what makes me think that's not what the designers were going for. The color in game actually looks a lot better to me. It's a lot darker, a lot more like olive green type of color, and I think that's probably what they were going for. That's what all the pictures we've seen. That's what it looks like, and it looks okay. And we thought it was getting better, but then the figure shows up, and it doesn't match. And so somewhere in that production process thing, the colors got off, and so it is an in-game variant. It is green in-game, but it's a different green. Yes,
I'm sorry. We're dragging out the green here, but Matt and I, we're toy collectors. We take pride in collecting cool-looking figures, and when you see something on a toy shelf that doesn't look cool, looks like it was a mistake, we're concerned, genuinely concerned. All right, let's move on. So those are all ones. That's the category of all the ones that are already officially out. Technically, you can get your hands on them somehow, some way. Now we're going to talk about 5 figures that are coming out in the near future, in the next few months. A couple, I think, maybe next week or so, and this is all speculation talk right now, right? So, Matt, which one do you want to start with? How about, let's see, I think Mystical Bad Juju is the next one that we know about coming out, right? Should we start there?
Yeah, it's probably a good place. Mystical Bad Juju, is this a new line as far as we know? It's the first one we've seen, and we know we have at least one more coming this year. So it's going to be a GameStop exclusive here in the U.S., It is currently set to release on December 16th, 17th? Shoot. 16th or 17th, like whatever that Saturday is, in mid-December. It should be at GameStop. They have pre-order. If you go into the store right now, you can pre-order it at most locations. They're allowing that, and you can get the date there. But this figure to me just looks amazing. I don't know if it was designed specifically for GameStop. That black and red kind of very much fits their profile, so it almost seems like it was created for them. But I don't care if it was or not. It looks amazing.
Yeah, it's true. Like you say, the GameStop logo has that red and black, that iconic. Now it's become like iconic, having that one word be like red and then black in the GameStop, and so it's interesting to see that iconic coloring onto a figure. Mysticat Bad Juju looks great. Got my hands on regular Bad Juju this week and did some gameplay. Haven't leveled her up yet. So far, mostly a lot of melee. Got the little Junior. Do you think that Bad Juju Junior will also be colored different in the game there? Hopefully this.
I hope so. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
I feel like wasn't there a variant? What was the one that had the soccer head? The soccer
Kickoff Countdown.
Didn't Kickoff? Wasn't there something weird about Kickoff Countdown where like he had the soccer head, but then when he shot out his little babies, they weren't different or something? Am I off on this?
You could be right. It's been so long since I've played with him, so I couldn't say for sure.
Yeah, I seem to vaguely remember. I could be wrong. If you guys know in chat, let us know. Okay, let's stick with him. Mr. Cat, theme here with Mystical Taekwon Crow. Is he also GameStop exclusive?
We don't know for sure, but we're assuming so. If it's not, it would be the first time that they broke up a line like that and made one figure exclusive and the other figure not exclusive. So at this point, it's hard to say because it is a new line of figures that we haven't seen before. We're assuming it will be exclusive to GameStop as well, but we don't know anything more about it. We don't have a release date for it. The strangest part is that we got regular Taekwon Crow in Wave 1, and I would have expected then Mystical Taekwon Crow to come out next before Mystical Bad Juju. It's got to be one of the biggest gaps between the regular figure and the variant figure that we've ever seen.
All right. I should also mention these figures I grabbed from Dark Spyro's website, but he credits 4in Creation for sort of finding these some of these variant figures. So I want to give a quick shout out there. My dog has heard a noise outside. You may hear Scout barking. So it'd be interesting. I first of all, let me just say I just had to clean off some spit on my keyboard from trying to say mystical and all these variants. They're little tongue twisters and stuff. But yeah, I like the SKU. For the hopefully they're at GameStop. It'd be cool to have those sort of side by side, Bad Juju and Taekwon Crow there. Scout, come here, buddy. Trying to calm my dog down. All right, let's move on. We got a couple more to go. Let's talk about some of the Easter variants. How about an excellent bomber airstrike?
Yeah. So once again, this year we're going to have some Easter variants. These we typically expect somewhere in the range of 2 to 4 weeks before the holiday. So that this year that would mean probably in the end of March you could possibly start seeing these in stores. So, like I said, this year we have Egg Bomber Airstrike is the first one, and then I'm sure right behind it is going to be the Hard-Boiled Flare Wolf. Both of these variants we don't have any information on right now as to an exact release date, but they should be available, like I said, end of March. I would expect them, and they should not be exclusive to any one store. They should not be exclusive at all. These holiday variants in particular, they like to release everywhere so everybody can get them. Just like we saw Jingle Bell Chompy Mage this year, and then these Easter ones as well.
All right, and it's also worth noting, I guess, with Airstrike. So this will be the first time you can get him as like an individual figure, right?
That's a very good point. True. Yeah. So regular Airstrike is only available in the Gryphon Park Observatory Adventure Pack, which I highly recommend. But if you just want the figure by itself, there you go. Yeah, this is going to be the first time we'll see him in a single pack.
I like the Flare Wolf, the Easter Flare Wolf there, hard-boiled Flare Wolf. He looks great. It's interesting because the regular Flare Wolf is like red and demonic, looks like devil face, and then you get to like the Easter variant. He's still a little crazy looking, those eyes, but he looks, the purple and the green looks so fluffy and happy and stuff, right?
It's true. Yeah, the eyes are something that bother a lot of people. It was like, why would you give him red eyes? It doesn't even like fit the color palette. It like give him some like light blue eyes or something a little happier.
Yes, we need our Skylanders to be happy, unless they're villains, reformed, and then they can be villainous, So all right, and then last but not least, the Heartbreaker Buckshot, which I'm assuming this has got to be a Valentine's Day variant, right?
That's certainly the way it's heading between the colors and the name. What else could it be? We have seen Valentine's themed Skylanders in the past, so I guess they decided it's something that works for them, whether it means they sell them at that holiday or it's just a theme they like to follow. But yeah, Heartbreaker Buckshot seems to be our Valentine's Day Skylander. So that's mid-February. I would expect to see it probably end of January.
And it's a good tie-in because Cupid has got that arrow that he shoots in you to make you fall in love. So now the Heartbreaker Buckshot is almost like he's Cupid there. Going to shoot that arrow. If you're in school and you're trying to get a little Valentine's Day play date going on, maybe you want to pull out your buckshot and poke the gal next to you in class. Say it's Cupid. Am I going off on the deep end here, Matt? Cut in any time and save me on this silly Valentine's. I just get when I think about Valentine's Day, to me, love is in the air. I just want people to hang out and talk and exchange candy and notes and stuff like that. Right? Is that you got a tip there? What's a good Valentine's Day tip? How do you get a good Valentine's Day to happen?
I say get Heartbreaker Buckshot and you're all set. If someone wants to play with you, great. If not, you have something to play with yourself.
Wow, Matt got all serious there. Yes, we don't need dates, Valentines. We need Skylanders and variants and stuff like that. Let's see here. Let me look over in chat. Super Bones Plush Production says Hardboiled Flare Wolf is all I want right now. Gamer Boy says I'm back. Robert Mitchell says my legendary pit boss doesn't have the eyes colored in. Oh no, gotta look for that when you're picking out your figures, unless you mail order them, I guess. Zahir says, Rob, they always advertise the Air Skylanders with the cyan base, but they end up with a gray base. Is there a controversy to that? The Air Skylanders base controversy?
I wouldn't say so. I think the coloring's a little bit off from the renderings, but they're pretty good. I mean, it's that light blue color. They're not gray, I wouldn't say.
All right, let me see who else is in chat. Queen Sparky and all right, Stage. A few others jumping in chat. Penelope. All right, so I think that's it. We're all done with the Skylanders Imaginators in-game variants recap. Of course, right when this video uploads, we might find out there's going to be some more. 4th of July. It'd be cool if they had variants of Crash Bandicoot and Cortex. I mean, that'd be kind of neat. So anyway, I'm not quite sure how many more live shows Matt and I are going to do, because we are getting into the holidays and Christmas and, shopping and craziness. So, but you guys want to make sure you check out Matt's YouTube channel, youtube.com/SCL Matt, and also his website. And, wish him a holiday greeting. You going to do like an end of the year blowout video or anything like that coming up?
I don't know if we'll have too much too big, because I'm actually going to be on vacation for a couple of weeks, so I will be out of town and not able to shoot too many videos. So we'll see how it goes.
Yes, same here. Things are a little crazy, but I should be back for the next few days live streaming. So if you guys are new, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you like this video, please thumbs up. Leave lots of comments on the archive if you have questions about the variants. We'll answer those as well. I guess that's it for this video. Thanks a bunch for watching. Give yourself some Portal Master rank up. We'll see you next time.